In this video, we're going to have a look at Azure and the Internet of Things, including the Hub and IoT Central and Azure Sphere. In this video, I'm going to discuss the IoT Hub, Internet of Things. So what does that mean? Well, we're talking about internet devices. So you can see billions of devices already around the world. They can communicate with Azure using the Internet of Things Hub. So these devices could include smart home meters, medical sensors, transport trackers, traffic monitors, manufacturing devices, weather or atmosphere sensors so they could be capturing temperature, humidity, precipitation, scanners, so including barcodes and QR, that's quick response codes. So those are the type of codes that you might see like this. Smoke detectors, light and burglar monitors, and banking machines such as ATM or hole-in-the-walls, or maybe point-on-sale solutions. So these devices can send messages, either regularly or intermittently, to Azure. So what the Internet of Things Hub is, it is a PaaS solution. And it is a message hub between these Internet of Things devices and Azure services. So not only can it receive messages, it can also send messages, instructions to the devices. This is called command and control. So it can track things like device creation, device connection, and device failures. And you can retrieve information using the IoT Hub API. That's an application programming interface. So you can see the sort of things you can think of. 400,000 messages a day, all for only about $25 a month. So the Internet of Things Hub, it allows for secure communication for sending and receiving data from devices. It's got device management to connect to them, and it can connect to virtually any device. So that is the IoT Hub. And one thing that's interesting to note is it's not that expensive. If you go to the pricing calculator and go to the Internet of Things and the IoT Hub, you can see that there is a free version which allows 500 devices with 8,000 messages a day for absolutely nothing. So if you then want to upgrade to 400,000 messages, $25 a month, $300 a year, it's still not a huge amount if you're trying to communicate with over 500 devices. So Azure IoT Hub, it's a PaaS message hub between IoT devices and Azure. Now in this video, I want to have a look at the IoT Central and compare it with the IoT Hub that we had a look in the previous video. So we're still on the Internet of Things. So what makes the IoT Central different to the IoT Hub? Well, IoT Central is SaaS, not PaaS, so software as a service. And what it does is it puts a user interface on top of your IoT Hub. So it works in connection with the IoT Hub. So you can see, bridges the gap between your business applications and data, offers centralized management, connects your devices to the cloud fairly easily. And you can see you can jumpstart your platform. So you have various starter templates. And we can see that if we just start creating our central applications, we have got in-store analytics, water consumption, digital distribution, smart inventory management, micro-fulfillment center, in-store analytics, and video analytics as well. So you kickstart your creation using the user interface. You can customize the designer with existing themes or new themes. You add in your IoT devices, and you can scale and extend it. You can also add in your logo as well to customize it. So the IoT Central, it's highly secure, it's scalable, it integrates with your business apps, and it's a SaaS user interface for IoT Hub. Now, the Internet of Things is good, but unfortunately they can be hacked just like any computer. Now, suppose you had a washing machine sending data to Azure. Would it cause much of a problem if that was hacked? Probably not that much. But what if you had an ATM or hole-in-the-wall machine sending information and that was hacked? That could be a major problem. So for this reason, Azure has created something called Azure Sphere. Now, it's not actually a service in Azure. If I typed in the word Sphere, nothing's going to come up. Instead, what it is, it's a solution to get everything more secure. And it comes in 3 parts. The first part is a physical MCU, a Microsoft Azure Sphere microcontroller unit. So this processes the operating system and signals from sensors. Now on board you have a customized Linux operating system. So this is in communication with the security service, which is Azure Sphere Security Service. There's 3 S's there, so that's why it's sometimes called AS3. What AS3 does is make sure that the sensor has not been compromised, so it's not been hacked. So you've got a microcontroller unit, an operating system, and something that makes sure that it's got genuine software. It uses certification-based authentication. So you can see, with billions of new devices connected each year, you can protect your data, privacy, physical safety, and infrastructure with Azure Sphere. So you use it when you need to make sure that the Sphere has not been compromised. And it works in conjunction with the IoT Hub and IoT Central. So you can use the IoT Hub and Azure Sphere. You can use the IoT Hub, IoT Central, and Azure Sphere. And that way you can make sure that the information that you are receiving is genuine. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video so far. Coming up, we'll have a quiz to see how much you can remember. Now, if you want to learn more about Microsoft Azure, then please go to our website, idodata.com. You can find more information about our AZ900 Microsoft Azure Fundamentals course, which includes cloud concepts, core services, solutions and migration, management and security features, and ID, identity, and governance features. And also have a look at our DP900 Microsoft Azure Data Fundamentals, which looks at databases, both relational, semi-structured, and non-relational, together with additional topics. And these courses and many more are available on our website, idodata.com. So let's have a look at the quiz for this video. So question 1. I need to have a highly secure IoT solution between Azure and cash machines, also known as ATMs. Which of the following should I use? IoT Hub, IoT Central, Azure Sphere, or Azure Kubernetes Service? So remember, a highly secure solution. And the answer is Azure Sphere. This is a highly secure IoT solution. Next question. Which of these statements is true about the IoT Hub and IoT Central? So, do either of them provide a GUI, a graphical user interface, or not? And the answer is IoT Central is a GUI for the IoT Hub, and the IoT Hub does not provide an easy-to-use GUI. So, last question. I want to monitor multiple IoT devices. I want to have an easy-to-use user interface, but I don't need a highly secure solution. So what should I use? IoT Hub, IoT Central, Azure Sphere, or Azure DevOps? And the right answer is IoT Central. So I don't need a highly secure solution, so I don't need to use Azure Sphere, but I do want to have an easy-to-use user interface, so I can't use IoT Hub, which doesn't have that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please like it. And why not subscribe and click that bell, That way you'll be notified about any new videos. It really does help. If you want to find out more about Microsoft Azure, then please click on the playlist on the end screen. And if you want to find out more about our courses, please go to our website. I'm Philip Burton of idodata.com. Thanks for watching and keep learning.